This dude is lucky as I am this motherfucker lucky.
This is Tesla, and this is Curtis. Tesla is about to ruin Curtis's night of poker in just 3 hands. Hand number 1 starts off with Curtis and Tesla both flopping a set.
There's the 7 and the ace, set over set. Here we go, folks.
Before Curtis check raises the flop, he somehow has a read that Tesla might have aces, or he is using it as some kind of speech play tactic to get Tesla to put it all in. Really not sure, but as expected, it does end up going all in.
Curtis thinks he's golden, but he's trying to one out.
It's way outside my range. That's awesome.
20,000 more.
Okay, you guys.
There's the boom. All in. And Curtis, set over set.
Wow.
How much did you bet?
Wow, nice comment on the aces.
Oh, and he didn't. Curtis raises. Oh my God. Tesla bets. Curtis says, "Do you have aces over there?" And raises, and he actually does.
You want
That's
twice?
way outside my range.
Hey, you gonna pop a
You
seven
catch
out
2 clubs,
John,
man,
yeah.
or 7 years ago.
You're lucky that he didn't have more.
The turn actually gives Curtis some hope.
Yeah, for real.
Here it comes. Fuck me.
Oh, I need a club.
Curtis now with more outs, club or a 7.
But Tesla holds and Curtis's night is off to a rough start 5 hands in. A pretty big cooler where Curtis loses about $50,000 against a man who typically never ever has a strong hand.
Is there anyone here that people would want to stack more than me? I think like everyone would prefer to stack me. I think the chat would rather see me get killed though.
Next, Curtis has a big hand where he might finally get ahead. It all starts when Curtis limps pre with 4-3 of hearts. Tesla raises with ace-9 of hearts. Curtis calls and we see a sick flop. King 5 deuce with 2 hearts.
Straight flush draw for Curtis and a nut flush draw for Tesla.
Tesla bets $3,500 and Curtis makes a call.
Heart here would be disastrous.
3. He told me there's no way.
There's the wheel for Curtis.
The turn is the perfect card for Curtis. The offsuit ace giving Tesla top pair to go along with the flush draw, and Curtis the absolute nuts. A very well hidden straight. The dream.
Tesla hits his ace, thinks he's pretty good here. Little does he know, the wheel for Curtis with the redraw to the straight flush.
These guys waste no time getting all of the money in as Tesla bets, Curtis raises big, and Tesla jams, quickly turning into an over $200,000 pot.
Curtis raises, and Tesla's gonna... We're getting it all in here.
Need a black card.
Curtis does still need to hold as we see a river.
Or the 6 card.
2 hands in a row, over 220,000. They're gonna run it one time.
Slowly.
Don't do it to me.
And Curtis is going to win a $222,000 pot.
Curtis is very happy and seemingly on his way back to glory versus this man Tesla.
Any pots with you?
And I thought I was so good there.
I'm saying, was that your favorite turn card you wanted to see?
Yeah.
Yes.
This streak actually continues for Curtis in this crazy hand where he flops a flush draw and turns trips while his opponent Tara has top 2 pair.
Oh, Curtis turns trips here.
They get it all in and Curtis ends up picking up about $80,000 to add onto his big stack.
No queen, no ace. No queen, no ace.
That'd be good for me.
And the flush. There's the flush for Curtis.
Comes in. They didn't even need it.
I just look like this, y'all. I'm gonna have something in the pot. I'm gonna gamble with y'all.
Curtis gone. Ready to gamble.
Now back to Tesla. Him and Curtis end up in a 3-bet pot versus this man Bulldog with Jack 9 suited. What a trash hand. 9-5 of hearts and 7 deuce of hearts. You know, amazing hands.
Bulldog 3 bets to 12,000.
I'm out of there.
And Curtis, 9-5 suited, comes along.
The flop comes 8-6-5 with 2 spades. Curtis bets a nice size of $10,000. Tesla has an open ender and, well, what are we going to do with 7 deuce? Raise, baby. He makes it $35K. Bulldog gets out of there and Curtis calls with his pair and gut shot.
35?
Tesla with the open ender here. Curtis with the pair.
The turn comes the 6 of diamonds and Tesla does not let off the gas. He bets $50,000.
Tesla firing out here. 50,000.
But yeah, we have so many games. It's just like
People want to play.
Man, y'all taking pots around here. You got. Damn. But $50,000. Ooh.
That federal pressure right there.
I think Curtis shows some real weakness here with that table talk. This guy appropriately named Goofy shouldn't be talking, but it is what it is.
That federal pressure right there.
$50,000.
Honestly expected Curtis to fold with how much time it took, but he does find some real courage and makes a call.
Curtis comes along here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Pot
That's 55.
is building on hand number 72.
And all this. Wow. Who does all that? Who controls all that? You do?
The river comes the deuce of diamonds, so if Tesla did have a flush draw, he just got there. We know he doesn't, but Curtis does not. He checks and Tesla bets big, $100,000, essentially putting Curtis all in.
Check.
Curtis checks. Tesla's going to fire out. Looks like 100,000.
Whoever does that is really good.
Come on. Well,
By this point, Curtis just has bottom pair and quickly makes a fold.
well.
The aesthetic of the room is.
And Tesla's going to take it down with two pairs, sixes and deuces, the recently acquired deuces.
When you make such an insane bluff with 7 deuce, of course you have to show. Tesla turns it over and Curtis is super tilted.
Defending this right now, the Tesla. No one.
Damn. I knew I had him beat. I knew he.
Doug have a good fight because we already seen Tesla's hand.
Yeah, I was betting it.
I mean, I flopped the monster.
Yeah.
We're hitting the deuce, and I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen.
And Curtis is saying, please, let's stop this Nick game. This has been a disaster for me.
And I'll take a
Damn, man. I should
zero and
have called that motherfucker.
Actually, not.
Damn, I should have called that
Regular poker
motherfucker
for
when
a
the
couple
deuce
of us?
came. Fuck. Yeah, I guess. Call the motherfucker.
Is that,
I knew he had nothing. What?
Nick game has ended now officially.
Damn, I had a 5 too.
All right, 5 minutes of real poker.
would have been a hell of a call, man.
Just 2 hands later, Curtis finds himself up against Tesla again. But this time, they both actually have huge hands. Curtis raises pocket jacks in early position, and Tesla 3-bets pocket kings.
Cowboys versus Jacks.
They go heads up when Curtis calls, and the flop comes Queen 5-3 all clubs. Curtis checks, and Tesla bets almost pot, $15,000. Curtis can't fold yet with just 1 over. He makes a call. The turn comes the 8 of spades.
And I moved here a few years ago.
So essentially, you're from Vegas. Cool.
If that's your takeaway from my
From
story,
Las Vegas.
yes.
Cool. All in.
Tesla goes all in here with his Cowboys.
Got a fucking club.
With $50,000 in the pot, Tesla puts Curtis all in for about $90,000. An absurd overbet. Let's watch Curtis work this one out.
This dude is lucky as fuck. Damn, this motherfucker lucky.
I mean, it could be 2-7 again.
Oh, no, you got a queen.
I don't have.
You got clubs. I know what you got.
I don't have clubs.
Yeah, you got some shit.
Not a queen. I do have some shit. You should probably fold. Just depends how much you want to gamble.
It's a great seat.
Man, got motherfucking 10s. Hey, motherfucker good, boy. Call, I'm all in.
Wow. He wasn't lying.
Let's go twice.
Tell the truth. Next payment.
One time.
Wow. Curtis is all in.
Jack got there.
Curtis is going to have nightmares about Tesla tonight.
One time.
They're going to rip it one time.
Curtis is drawing nearly dead. He wants to run it twice, but Tesla says once. Max Payne.
That's incredible.
Curtis looking for a jack.
Jack.
Does not come. And all of his chips are going to Tesla.
Can't believe it.
Motherfucker. Why I didn't call that fucking hand a while ago? Fuck.
Another humongous pot for over 200K going Tesla's way. I really don't blame Curtis for calling. We have seen Tesla blast it off endlessly. His image really pays off and he scoops this one, putting Curtis on super tilt.
I just put this all in. That's the only one gambling.
Tesla leaves Curtis with almost 40K, which in a normal game wouldn't be too bad. 100 big blinds, but it has to feel super short after what Curtis has gone through.
So.
I mean, I might call you blind for shits.
Curtis adds on 50,000.
I was going to veto it, tell him, don't do that, Curtis.
That may be
Friend, don't do that. We want you here.
his last bullet there.
Call him up.
He's still talking about the hand he had the pair of fives that he did not call.
Just the very next hand, he ends up limping Jack 8 off and going multi-way. Tesla is obviously in there with 10-7 off, of which he flops top 2 pair because why wouldn't he? Curtis bets with his gut shot and gets raised by Tesla. Another player, Terrace, 3 bets the flop with an open-ended straight draw. Curtis by this point is, really tilted out of his mind, so he makes a call. Tesla quickly jams all in, and Terrace deeply regrets 3-betting the flop.
Tesla decides to rip it, wants to get it in right now, and that's not a bad idea. To charge the draws multi-way.
That's good.
I win half the pot.
Terrace is going to have to exit.
Now I'm back. I win a couple more hands.
Curtis, ready to gamble, quickly makes the call as the conversation pauses.
Curtis almost has his remaining stack of 25k in there anyways, so he makes the call. Although he was seemingly joking about putting his 40k in blind earlier, he basically did just that in this hand.
Curtis versus Tesla.
6 gonna come right off. Or Jack.
Could be. I feel like this could be the 9. How about the 8 of clubs?
They're going to rip it one time.
Everyone's just like one time. I don't want to fucking
6. There you go. Don't pay up.
need a 9.
Oh, need a 9. I'm tripping. There go the 9.
That said, come to find out, it would appear that he thought he had 9-8 himself as he calls for the 6 and realizes he does not have a straight when it hits.
I'm good, y'all.
And that is it.
Come on outside, man, so we can get your number. I'm coming to Nashville.
Hey, I give him my permission, too.
Okay.
Curtis is going to call it a day. Tesla got the best of Curtis.
With that, as if out of a fairy tale, Tesla collects the rest of Curtis's money as he busts him from the game. Both players show class as they shake hands, and Curtis says they will meet again. I think as poker players, we have all been there. It seems you just can't beat a guy no matter what you do, which of course can lead to spiraling out of control and losing it all versus them. Tesla had Curtis in his crosshairs the entire night, but we will see if he can keep up the pressure on other players in the next video.
Maybe I should just tank here for like 45 minutes to be like the number 1 in terms of tanking.